Greetings from parts unknown. My name is Sonny Sofrito, and today I am joined by
the green-haired glamazon, Tara Marie. I stopped for a second because I have blue hair now. It's like teal. I don't know who I am. I'm having a real big crisis, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just the glamazon. The glamazon, Tara Marie. Can we do that?
Yeah. You're good. And I'm also joined by
the greatest general manager in YEPILW wrestling history.
Hashtag self-proclaimed.
Oh, Sonny.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of people are saying it now, and I don't know if you're
it's a
uncomfortable
thing.
with it, but it's
a thing.
Yeah, it's being said a lot.
You're
hashtag self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
No. Self-proclaimed.
No. You're the only one saying self-proclaimed,
You're
Sonny.
the only one that hashtag.
I'm literally the general manager when I walk into any sporting event.
You know what? I mean, shout out to Donnell, who basically was like, "Oh, aren't you the GM?"
Yes, thank you.
Luckily, I wasn't there when he said that, because I'd be like, "Yo, bro, no."
Yes, no, it's a thing.
No,
it's a thing.
Well, you did spam getting the account on social media, so yeah, I guess it is.
How I make shit work is my business, Sonny. Let's produce this podcast, shall we?
So, I gotta tell you, I've missed doing this podcast with you guys because I was dying from some red coat revenge virus that came from England, I think.
Likely story.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures of you on Instagram in your Speedo on the beach. You were not sick last week, sir.
They were not Speedos.
Yes.
I was the one missing last week. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, well, you were missing because, as usual, you were traveling to some far distant
jet set
land like Ohio, but
Iowa,
or
they love me out in those parts.
Yeah.
Yes, Lucy and Kervin and I had to take up you two slackers not showing up, and shout out to the both of them doing an excellent job. Mainly me, because I'm kind of awesome. But
you guys had all flavors.
We did. It was the Rainbow Coalition of podcasts last week.
Gumbo.
Yeah. It was a good episode. Even though. You guys were really happy that I wasn't around.
It was so freeing.
Yeah.
But you guys were missing the sazon.
Oh, yes.
And a little bit of the what? Sofrito.
I see what she did there.
Boom, bap.
See what she did there.
Boom, bap.
Here all night, guys. I'm here all night.
Tip your waitresses. Moving on, let's get started talking about some wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So, Monday Night Raw. I have a lot of notes. Seems like the consensus between the two of you guys was that it was subpar.
Mediocre?
Yeah. As
Yeah.
much as I like it raw, I was not satisfied this Monday. I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry.
You can't put a disclaimer on that because
it's too early. It's too early.
I was literally thinking about it.
Too early.
But no, because you like it too, I'm sure.
Yeah, hey.
I was just very underwhelmed this week on Monday Night Raw.
Because you were being overwhelmed.
I was. What I do in Newark is my business, Tara. Thank you. Shout out to, I can't say his name because that's going to make him too happy. No, but I was not happy. I was not happy with Monday Night Raw. I was happy one time. During the whole 9-hour show, because Raw's 9 hours, right? They did add some more, or it felt like 9 hours. It is. 9.5 exactly. But so yeah,
I set that up. I did it to myself.
Yeah, come on, man. Why you? Yo, what's up with the alley-oops you giving to this dude? Come on, man.
But
Jesus.
As the one girl I had sex with said, let's dive right in. All right, so begin.
One time you were happy is Roman Reigns right here. Boom, done.
Oh, Roman.
Well, we finally got to see Brock. He got paid, what, $99,000 just to show up on TV for 5 minutes?
Yo, I'm going to tell you something right now. Those freaking promos that Paul Heyman does are amazing.
I wanted to ask you something. Does he write those, or does the WWE machine write those?
I'm pretty sure he's writing them shits himself. I mean,
think it's him.
He gets an outline of, all right, listen, this is what we need you to get over. And then he just says, all right, cool, got it. With certain people, they write. But with him, I think they kind of, the dude had his own wrestling promotion. So
no, you just got to let him work his magic.
Yeah, let him
can't hinder that.
Yeah.
Even from WCW as Paulie Dangerously, he could always speak. So he's always had that gift, even before ECW. But yeah,
it's because he's from the Bronx.
Yes.
Whatever.
But
I lived in the Bronx, but I'm not from the Bronx.
Goodness.
We don't need to claim you. It's fine.
I don't want to be claimed.
Right where it is. We got enough adobo and sazon.
I got my island.
Thank you
It's called Manhattan.
No, gracias.
Jesus. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, listen, Why? Why? Because we're not talking about your island across the pond?
No.
Yeah.
Rent's too damn high. Anyway, speaking of things that are high, Brock's paycheck, too high. For literally him to just teeter back and forth from right leg to left leg. That's all he does. And then Paul just...
He gives us a smirk. We get a smirk.
Every now and then.
It's a sunburnt smirk and a weird haircut.
And if he's the beast, then the beauty came out in Roman Reigns.
Is that how it works?
Oh, wait, that's exactly how it works.
He didn't have his little chain on this time, though.
He did.
When he had the chain on, I was highly distracted. I will give you that.
And he had on his tank top. He didn't have his normal vest on. He had his tank top on.
He wasn't wearing his bulletproof vest.
Yeah. He was honestly, 50 Cent this week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get rich or die trying.
You're not going to drag me down. It looked good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
So.
In his orthopedic shoes.
Leave him alone.
What kind of jeans does he wear? They're not even like straight legs, but they're not skinny. They're just like these blue hard.
Yo, I heard Roman Reigns was endorsed by Dr. Scholl's.
You know what? We're not doing this. We're not doing this,
Sonny. It was
Sonny.
Steph Curry.
We're not doing this.
Yo, you know what? Real quick, speaking of Roman Reigns, guess who I found out had a bit part in Kindergarten Cop?
No.
Angela Bassett.
Oh. And just like that, I fell into it. See, just like that. Anyway, I can sense the jealousy. You all just don't like my attention elsewhere, but that's fine. I love you all the same. But yeah.
Do you love Sonny as much as you love Roman?
I do.
Oh.
In a different way.
Yeah, I will hope it's in a different way.
Sonny pays me singles of dollars to do this podcast.
You're Sonny's wallpaper.
I am.
You are, and I think people need to understand this, and they need to know.
I am.
I pay you singles of dollars.
You pay me singles of dollars.
Yeah, that shit doesn't sound right, dude.
He just makes it rain at me.
Yeah.
And, by the way, if you haven't watched Yep on the Street, yes. But yeah,
you got that. Definitely watch Yep on the Street.
If you haven't seen Sonny's phone, his wallpaper is Teddy's back. So you know.
No, it is not.
Shout out to my Instagram and my lovely photos. But
I really need to unfollow you. Seriously.
Speaking of other beautiful men, Elias and Bobby Roode. No.
Where
not
are we going with this?
I don't know where this came from. It made no sense to me.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm meh on Rude.
On Rude.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because you.
No, I'm still walking with Elias. No,
I walk with Elias, but just where are we walking? Yeah. Where are we going?
Well, right now they're basically.
You ride or die, because I got questions.
They stabbed him in the leg. So right now we stumbling with Elias,
tripping.
Yeah, we tripping. So I'm still riding with Elias no matter what. But Bobby Roode, his gimmick right now, I'm just not feeling it. It's just.
That's always been his gimmick.
No, but the thing is that
it seemed to have worked on SmackDown, but it's not working on Raw.
Honestly, I wasn't feeling him when he was on SmackDown either.
I liked him on NXT way more.
NXT, he was more heel, doing the same gimmick. Now he's more face, doing the same gimmick, and it's not working.
It's all about the kids,
It's too cheesy. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I feel like he needs to switch the shit up or just do something, man. Because I'm really just or put him against somebody who is definitely more straight up heel that's not getting any type of pop whatsoever. Because putting him with Elias, who's also getting the similar type of pop, it's like white noise. You know, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I'm not really a fan of them, but who I am becoming more and more of a fan of. Deleter of Worlds. Yo, you don't understand how much I'm digging these guys. The shit that had me dying was Victor from Ascension did a cartwheel, and he stops and he's like, "Wheel of God," and they wonderful.
Yes.
Oh yes.
And then they started clapping. Yo, that shit had me dying.
That was actually really good.
First off, shout out to the Ascension for getting some television time because it's been forever and a day. So good for them. But yeah, Matt and Bray,
the dust off.
They did. I don't know where this is going, but I'm looking forward to it.
Wheel of Carts.
I didn't know where it was going in the beginning,
Neither
and
did
I was totally against it. And now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep watching.
Yeah, I'm about to start breaking up words into 2 parts. Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Bud of Wiser.
Yo,
Hen of C.
Bud of Wiser.
Can I get a hen of C?
No, Wiser of Bud.
Oh yes.
A C of hen. Does it work for Hennessy? I can't do it for you.
Don't start texting me that because I have a hard enough time understanding your text messages. Please don't. As high as I am, I can't do it.
Oh, don't do drugs, kids. Keep it PG.
Yeah. Just say no. That's what Nancy Reagan says.
Shout out to Barbara Bush, the first lady in 1800. So, yes.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
Too soon.
Oh, is it too soon?
Yeah, that was too soon.
But she's been dead for 6 years. She just didn't know it. That's the whole.
Too soon.
Oh,
sorry.
God.
Okay.
That's a disclaimer.
Yeah.
What?
No, I know. I was just trying to get.
I thought that one in the back of my head.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Okay. Keeping it going.
These are the thoughts and
It's too
opinions
late.
of Teddy.
Too late. Too late.
You know?
Listen, disclaimer was there.
I got away with it.
Barely.
Like sex in high school. I got away with it.
Say no to that, too.
No means no sometimes. But moving
Hashtag
on.
Enzo.
Oh, Enzo. Shout out to Big Cass.
Yo, real quick, before we move on, let's talk about Enzo and his return to social media with the sneakers hanging on the line with the WWE tagged on it.
Yes, I saw that.
Yo, so what did he tell you about it?
Well, he first of all,
Did you help with the photography?
He apologized
He's
first
a little
off.
short, so I'm sure he couldn't get them on the
He
line.
did.
Like, you needed help.
But we all grew up in the hood, so we all knew that whole thing.
Did they have lines like that with sneakers hanging in London?
Oh, they did.
Oh,
they
okay.
did.
But
Absolutely.
those were knickers, right?
They were easy, Mr. Clan member.
I said knickers.
No, that's not what I heard.
That's not what I heard either.
We're not doing this today, Sonny.
I
We're not doing
I
this
didn't
today.
breathe for a second. I was like, what?
I said knickers.
No.
I said knickers.
I heard a distinct soft G in that.
Shorts? Aren't they like pants?
Yes, they are.
Oh, that was one of
What?
those.
You just wanted to. You dirty.
No.
Wow.
Well, if I wanted to be
You guys
dirty,
call them tennies?
if I wanted to be dirty, I would just say, hey, can I get a cigarette in, but London style. Ah.
I know where this is going, and I'm not going there with you today, Sonny. I'm not doing this
What?
with you.
Is that how it goes?
It's
No?
it's called a fag. See, I can say that.
Oh.
I can say that, and it's fine.
Yeah, but
I
if I would have
don't-
said
I
it, then
don't-
I would have get a disclaimer.
I don't. Yep. I don't want these words.
No.
Ready to go home yet?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'll go home. I'll go home.
It's too early.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yo, that's funny.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, man. So, yeah, moving on. The leader of worlds.
Oh,
I'm liking it.
I'll take it. It's
Wonderful. I want to get up at my job and just be like, wonderful.
The only good thing about it is that it allows Jeff to do his like cocaine dance still, and I love that dance
Jeff
so
Hardy.
much. So if they can do their own things and they don't have to be like, yeah, he's doing the dance right now, and we're. Can
Teddy,
you put this on Instagram for us?
Wait.
Teddy.
Teddy's doing the dance
Oh,
right now.
Teddy's doing the dance right
because
now.
he said
Teddy.
he's doing the dance, and
Oh,
I
I'm
want people
sorry.
to think that my fat ass is doing the dance right now.
I've been doing that dance since
Can
1999.
we get that on Instagram? Can
I will do
request
just
this?
that when I get home.
Thank you.
With or without clothes.
with.
Jockstrap.
It's a split decision.
Jockstrap.
You know what?
We should do
how about
Instagram
this?
poll.
How about this? With on Instagram, without on Twitter, on whatever the fuck your Twitter is.
Oh, there are no clothes on Twitter.
On
ever.
Tumblr.
Ever. All right. So you said with clothes. You say without. So
Yeah.
Miss on the fence, Chrissy, will be the deciding factor.
Oh.
Shout out to Miss Chrissy Love. She will decide how I do the dance, with or without clothing.
And Chrissy will say with.
Don't try to
You should have went
intimidate
for
her.
Curvin. Curvin would have said without.
I really doubt that too.
Yeah. Curvin's a disclaimer too. But
Speaking without clothes.
moving on.
I'm just
Jeff's
saying.
on SmackDown. Let's keep it raw. See what I did there?
Oh, you so
God.
dirty.
If I had a nickel for every time I said that this week,
Oh,
I'd have two nickels. But
a
well-
nickel.
nickel.
Nickel. Okay, I just have to.
No, I'm
make
not
sure
Sonny. I don't say that word. But, continue. Please continue.
All right, yo, real quick. Back to the leader of worlds match.
No.
Yo, no. Wait. I had one thing that I had to say. You listen to Corey Graves and Michael Cole argue over what was bigger, the Hardy compound or Nicholas. It was fucking hilarious.
Corey Graves is he's a gem on the announcing team. He really is. Even though I haven't quite decided if he's trying to be face or heel in his commentary, but yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying him.
He swings back and forth.
He does. I wish he did. I really wish he did because I've asked him.
I set you up for that one.
I did.
I didn't think about it before I said it, but like if he did, I'd be okay with it.
As you were saying it, I was just like, oh,
he's so beautiful.
I've literally asked him. I've asked him that on Instagram, and then he blocked me. But that's fine because I'm patient. But
just make another account.
I do all the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to my ex-boyfriends. I'm watching.
Hey.
But yeah, I do.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, Michael Cole is. I hate to say it. He's the voice of Raw because JR is slowly fading. Children are not remembering what JR is. So Michael Cole will be the voice of Raw.
That's horrible.
You know, but him and Corey are doing some master things.
Corey's great.
He is.
They
and
really
I love
are.
Booker. He's always so animated. Shout out to Booker.
By the way,
are so large.
By the way, Booker needs to join the club of just shave it already.
No.
Yeah. Come on, man.
We gonna talk about hairlines again?
Yes.
Are you real right now?
Yes.
Every single
Speaking
time.
of Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yo, come on.
Drew McIntyre too.
Come on, man. His freaking man bun's looking like a yarmulke with a thing on top.
You do not call
Don't listen to him, Sharmel.
Jewish.
Don't listen to Sonny. Shout out to Sharmel. I've always loved the queen.
You do not. You leave the dreads where they are.
Yeah, he's got
on the back of his head.
There's people there.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this, Sonny.
Business in the front and party in the back. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, it's definitely
Don't listen
party
to
in the
him,
back.
Booker. You go right ahead. Do it what you're doing.
Speaking of party,
What?
I got to talk about No Way Jose.
No way, Jose.
And it's not even about No Way Jose himself, but yo, the girl in red that was at the front of the conga line.
Yes.
Yo, she definitely had future X potential.
I feel
What
like,
number? What number?
Jesus.
Oh man, I
What
don't
number?
know, but it would have been an immediate number. It was an immediate number.
I got so excited I dropped my mic.
Yeah.
I got ample bosom caught them. Did you see
You know what? You know what? When I saw it, you don't know what I dropped.
You dropped your mic too? Okay, good to go.
Yeah.
Listen, I am loving No Way Jose, although his theme song is an earwig. It gets in your head and you can't quite get it out. But I thought it was really mean that they had him face Baron Corbin. So we have a man with this sexy full afro versus Baron Corbin, whose hairline looks like the New York City subway map.
Yo, y'all really want to do this
It's
today?
terrible.
You will leave Baron alone.
It's terrible.
Slap a do-rag on him and he's
Yeah, you sound like the Britney chick or the Britney dude, actually.
Can't do it.
Who?
Leave
Oh,
Britney alone. Leave the hairlines
Yeah, I'm
alone.
not a fan of No Way Jose.
Yo,
Nope.
yeah, but that's because you have like,
I'm traumatized by Dominican men.
yeah, that's,
You're welcome.
I'm like, merp, I'm good.
yeah, but that's
And he
like
just looks dirty. Like he looks
Jesus
dirty.
Christ.
Like,
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
No,
does.
he
Who does
doesn't.
his
these
shape
are
up?
these are
Nobody.
the words and opinions of Tara,
Disclaimer.
and they do not reflect
ding,
the
ding,
thoughts
go
or
home.
opinions
Get
of Yep, I Like Wrestling. Real
for
quick, speaking of Dominican people,
Oh,
Dominican
snap.
men, Jack Veneno, who was a very famous Dominican wrestler, who's taken on Ric Flair. I actually have a shirt that I bought that has both of them on. It's like an old picture and stuff. There's a movie that came out on his life recently. It was like
Is it in Espanol?
I believe it is, which means I gotta go with a translator because my Spanish sucks a lot.
Your last name is literally Sofrito.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
but my
this fake news that you portray.
no. Yeah. Well, the thing is that I'm
But he's so quick to throw a racial slur at me.
I'm
but
so
Yeah,
but
knickers.
my
and there we go again.
and also the other Puerto Rican.
Yes, I see. I see where this is going, and I don't want to go.
CK.
I don't like where this is. I don't like where this podcast is going.
Hey, she said, you know what? At least you didn't say KKK.
Oh,
But anyway,
if I had my phone, I'd call an Uber, but it's in Jersey, so it kind of defeats the purpose of doing
Where
that.
it should be.
Where it should be. Shout out to Newark. So yeah, is the movie in theaters or on Netflix?
it's actually in theaters. I think it's at like some independent. I think it's an independent movie. I'm actually gonna look for the information, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the trailer on YouTube and add it to our "This is stuff that we like" playlist. So check it out, see what it is, and if you've checked it out, make sure you hit us up. Let us know what you think, because I'm gonna try and see if I could.
If you can translate it for him too, because I'm not doing it. I don't got time for that. But if you can, hit Sonny up. Let him know. You DM him, okay? Don't DM me.
Listen, my
DM
Spanish is
Sonny.
bad, but it's not that bad. Like I'm gonna go watch it, and I know I'm gonna understand about 75%, 70% of it.
It's
All right, 65.
Dominican Spanish, no?
Actually, if it's Dominican Spanish, then I'm gonna understand about 80% of it
Oh,
because
see, now you got me at 40% there.
no, you gotta understand. Like my best friend is Dominican. a lot of my good friends are Dominican. I used to hang out in the Heights all the time, doing parties in the Heights. I understand Dominican Spanish more than I do understand Puerto Rican Spanish from like the campo and shit.
Oh,
Jesus.
I love that. The ajo and all that.
Yeah.
I only know one sentence in Spanish. Donde es la Crisco? That's all I know.
You know what? I didn't think we were going to go in that direction, but
that's all I know how to say.
You know what? I actually kind of expected it to go in that direction. I just couldn't interrupt him quick enough to make him stop.
Oh, is Crisco for dirty things?
Yes.
Oh,
well,
Jesus.
He said,
I thought it was cooking. I'm sorry. I'm an innocent mind.
No.
You don't remember 2 weeks ago when he was talking about butter?
Yes. In a pinch, Crisco works just as well. And you keep it on the stove in the little pan. You know, that's why I keep it.
Hi, Dad.
These are the thoughts and opinions and recommendations of Teddy. And don't reflect anything that
Dad, I'm
like
sorry.
says.
Hi, Daddy. Tell your father I miss him, please.
I will.
Yo, dude, I'm sorry, bro.
Monday Night Raw? He looks just like Brock.
Oh, Brock. Back to Raw.
The reigning, defending father.
That's how he has to be introduced. Your father has to be introduced.
Yo, we gotta have him on here, and I'm just going to introduce him. This is the reigning, defending Puerto Rican from the Bronx.
Teddy.
That's how I'll just jump in and do that. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Teddy.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Yo, so the Mr. Rogers been trying to, join up with Seth and Finn.
Anyone.
Oh, that was actually really good. I was here for that.
Yo, the shit they had the segment they did with Finn was kind of whack, but the one they did with Seth was funny because it was like, we were doing this and that, but now we want to burn it down.
Yeah. When they put out their little fists, that was cute. But when they threw up the too sweet, and Finn was like, nah. No, not today, bruh.
We good.
Is it me or does it look like Bo has just so much makeup on or something? Like, what is it?
Really?
His face just looks...
It's the glimmer from the jacket, yo.
Oh, I don't know.
He does have that Liberace-esque.
Super,
jackets.
That shit is bouncing back.
It's weird. Unless it's a skin problem, then I'm so sorry, and I didn't mean any of it.
I think it's probably it's not a skin thing.
I'm like, because it's very specifically placed. He looked crazy, but that was actually a cute little skit.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
funny.
not mad at that. I'm not
like
mad
I was feeling the skits and segments that they did more than like the in-ring action.
Raw was lacking.
Well, you were having your own in-ring action.
I did. I needed a break. Shout out to I can't say his name.
You can't
do that because that's what he
unknown.
wants.
How about Vacant?
Vacant. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Can we
Anywho,
talk about Dolph yet or not?
not yet.
Okay.
All right, so
Cool.
go ahead because I have thoughts on what he did.
I mean,
Why do you have thoughts on what he did?
don't you hate it when somebody has a thought?
Yeah, keep your thoughts to yourself.
I thought
Make
you
your
would.
own podcast.
I thought.
Yes, Sonny, get your own podcast.
I thought you would appreciate my thoughts on him.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
The only thing I gotta say about McIntyre and Ziggler was that, that shit. Honestly, that their match looked like a fucking hate crime.
Oh God, Jesus. Well, okay, that's one way of looking at it.
That shit looked like a hate crime. I mean, it looked like a deleted scene from American History X.
Ooh. Shout out to the curb stomp, as I'm thinking about it now.
Oh my god.
Going back to Dolph and Drew McIntyre, they have to show, back to your hate crime. Surprise, surprise, Sonny came up with that term. They have to because Dolph Ziggler has sort of been stale. They have to show him as more aggressive. They have to show that mean streak in him. Drew McIntyre already has it because he looks like that scary guy who follows you home after a date. But, Dolph Ziggler...
Oh, my God. I love that.
You do? I don't. But Dolph, he's kind of soft, so they have to toughen him up. So that's why it looked a little bit more aggressive.
KFC commercials and Metro
I know.
PCS and all. Cricket.
So it goes to what you've said. He does come off a bit American History X, but yeah, so because they have to, because we're not afraid of him. We need to be afraid of him if we're going to make him.
Oh my God, I would love him more if I was afraid of him. Like that psycho killer vibe. That will he kill me while I'm sleeping? Will he not kill me while I'm sleeping? I like that.
That's what took Steve Austin from the Ringmaster to Stone Cold. That psycho gimmick.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman did it. I think Dean Ambrose may have tried it, but we were too busy laughing at him. We weren't afraid of him.
Yeah, you want to talk about receding hairlines.
Oh dear. So Dolph, he is have to come off a bit more aggressive because they want him to be a heel now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The dude looks like he's almost like reborn. He's got more swagger than he's ever had before.
Shout out to Jack Swagger.
Huh?
Swagger.
He said swagger. I said shout out to Jack
true.
Swagger. There's a fire under his booty?
Yeah, he got a fire under his ass.
Like Seth Rollins? Oh, the other kind of fire. Yeah. Okay. I'm on to you,
That's
Seth.
a different type of fire.
I'm watching. So explain Drew McIntyre to me, because the last I saw of him, he was in the 3-man band, and I thought it was universally panned, but now he's back and we're to respect him.
He was on NXT.
Exactly.
NXT doesn't exist in my house. NXT is what I say after the grinder hookup finishes.
Wait.
NXT.
NXT doesn't exist in his house.
It doesn't.
In his house, it doesn't.
Page here.
In his house, it don't exist.
So you call me a nigger, and now you're making fun.
Oh my God.
Now you're making fun of my English heritage.
Didn't call you a nigger.
Yeah,
I said knicker.
When you edit this out, which you will to save your ass, you will hear where you said it.
I won't.
So
Leave
basically, he's making fun of me. You've called me a fag, you've called me a nigger. Now you're making fun of my English heritage. There's nothing left. I have nothing left, Sonny. You've taken everything. You've raped me on this podcast live and in color.
So and you have no phone. You have no one to call.
And my phone is on. He made fun of my phone all last week.
Wait. But aren't you English? So wouldn't it be justified?
Rape is not justified. These are the thoughts that I don't know the damn disclaimer. I hear it all the time. I never memorized it.
Yo, poor Pocahontas.
No means no sometimes in my house. But anyway, no, we're not doing this. So explain Drew McIntyre to me. I don't get it because they're calling him the new Diesel.
Okay, so
he's the new Diesel.
Well, he's the new Diesel to Dolph Ziggler, Shawn Michaels.
When did he become Shawn Michaels?
Well, since he tries to do the
Ben Shawn Michaels.
No, he wasn't. He was
flipped this table over.
No, he wasn't. Last time he was interesting, he was fucking Lana. That was the last time he was interesting.
That's
but
true.
they weren't.
That is very
that
true.
wasn't like
Yeah,
real.
they didn't go all the way.
No,
but the thing is that Dolph Ziggler, like, they stayed in kayfabe because Dolph Ziggler was doing a stand-up comedy thing downtown, and Lana was there, like, acting like his girlfriend there at the spot.
Lana used to do that kayfabe thing really well. Even on Twitter, she would stay in
Total Divas,
and then
made it go to
Total Divas. Speaking of rape, Total Divas. Yeah, that was what did it to the wrestling business. But I don't know. I don't like this whole Drew McIntyre. Dolph Ziggler.
I feel like if Jinder can get a push, and he was in the 3-man band, why can't Drew get the push?
But I think it's more than that. What it is that when they were originally in WWE, they weren't ready for the spots that they were given. And speaking about McIntyre, I remember someone talking about him that was a veteran in WWE. And they basically said he stepped off, came back. He was more ready to be in that light. He matured physically. He matured mentally. So, like, he knows how to be that superstar now. He wasn't there before. Okay. So, like, that's why he's become, like, a big thing now. Because he blew up on NXT. Jinder, very similar. He took it more seriously because he's even said in interviews that he wasn't taking it as seriously as he's taking it now. So that's why he's been
poor Heath Slater.
I think Heath Slater has been respected from the moment he got in there because you don't put somebody like him to be the person that a brittled Bret Hart will be working with in the ring. Because remember when they did that Survivor Series sometime back when Bret Hart came back into the fold and he was in the match, the only person that he ever did any work with was with Heath Slater. Because it was like Heath Slater sold the shit out for him.
Yeah, didn't he? Yeah, they swapped out Enzo for the Raw 25.
But that's right. And that's another thing. Yeah,
so maybe there is something to what you say for once.
Yeah, fucking guy.
I was agreeing. This is what I get for agreeing.
Indirect shade.
I'll take it. I enjoy indirect shade.
I know.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Pagans.
We're
not doing this
today. If it's shady, it's not Sonny.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's higher than we thought, Sonny.
Yeah. I've had my fill of indirect shade. So
it's so funny because when we sat down, we were both like, we didn't like Raw that much. We're gonna fly through it, and we've been talking about Raw for like an hour now.
But how about the moment of bliss? Was that not hysterical?
Yeah, I love that shit.
I don't like fat girl jokes. So
Oh dear.
I felt a little salty because I know she didn't eat the food. I know Naya didn't eat the food. That was rude.
She may have eaten
I feel like being like Mr. Chow. It's funny because you're fat.
Oh, be careful, because how'd she say? It's bad for your health to make fun of Naya? Some shit she came up with. It's bad for your health to pick me off. So Nikki Bella, speaking of syphilis, did a similar gimmick. Weren't we talking of syphilis? We said Newark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Have I segued?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that'll work.
So many years ago, Nikki Bella did a similar gimmick where she had this very straight-on PSA that now Alexa Bliss has done. So I'm thinking there may be a series of these, the Moment of Bliss. So who would you guys think did it better, Nikki Bella or Alexa Bliss?
Oh, Alexa.
You think, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexa.
Nikki can have all the practice in the world. She's just not charismatic. There's just
she's
something
not.
about
Nikki on the mic sucks, man.
It does.
Never mind.
But it doesn't suck enough. It doesn't suck enough because he still broke up with her.
Because you know what? I didn't want to go
Shout
there.
out to anyone.
That's
Remember, ladies,
too soon.
no matter how much you suck his dick, he'll still leave you. Just putting that out there. And don't you disclaim me because that's the truth, Sonny. Anyway.
I wasn't going to disclaim.
Oh, CCB agrees.
No matter how
It
beautiful
does.
she is, there's a guy who's tired of, you know what? Never mind.
Always.
Hey,
She looks happier now, though. Like,
shout out to some of my exes.
Shout out to a few of mine, too. Ugh.
Same Z. I'm so sorry, guys.
I don't mind doing it. It's just hard to suck a Tic Tac. That's all I'm saying.
My favorite part is a bunch
shit.
of them are still members of Yep, I Like Wrestling. So I know that they see all of the posts about me being on the podcast, and I'm just there laughing. No?
See.
Oh, okay. Just
And my ex with the smallest dick, I know listens to the podcast, so he knows I'm talking about him. And you know I'm talking about you too, you fat bastard. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing it, but it's just like,
I don't even know what to say to that shit.
No, don't you disclaim it. 'cause
I'm not
it's
going
the
to
truth.
disclaim it. I just don't want to claim it.
It's called lurking, you little hamster dick fat bastard. You. Anywho, so Alexa Bliss
I
wins.
like hamsters.
Oh no! Don't ever try to suck one off.
No, thank you.
Don't do it.
No,
Yeah,
pass.
because I had to do it for 4 months. It was not pleasant.
Got it.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So, speaking of hamster dicks, Ruby Riott had a promo that. No, I'm not doing. See, Sonny, you always. I tell you that I'm not doing this, Sonny, and then you make me say it. I swear to you.
Wonderful claimer of this.
Disclaimer. Yeah. The one bright spot of Raw is when Nia Jax lost her fucking mind and she thought she was a cruiserweight and took out half the women's division. I said, what the fuck did this bitch just do? Like, I had to tell the guy to get off my lap. Shout out to whose name I can't say. And I had to vacate. And I had to rewind DVR because Nia Jax was now a fucking cruiserweight. Nia Jax went 505 live very quickly. Notice what I did. She killed the entire women's division.
Yo, this fucking guy said 505
She's
live.
okay. 205. No, that was generous. 505. She knows what I'm saying.
Oh,
But
No!
no one explained to her. No one explained to her, Nia, half those women are on your team. Don't take out everybody. She took out the
She needed
entire.
everyone to catch her.
She took out the entire women's division and the first 3 rows with this shit. I said, "Is this bitch going? This bitch going
It's called
crazy?"
Watch out for the big girls.
I said,
Literally.
I literally said that. This bitch don't be crazy. Doing hurricane ranas off the top. I said, this bitch gonna kill us all in here.
Yo,
I couldn't do that.
yo, I ain't gonna front because like, so when I was watching Raw, I was on my laptop, so I'm like at a table that's on the side, and then I'm looking at the TV from like the side, and I saw that shit, and I was like, that shit didn't happen.
It was like, no, wait, no, she
So
didn't.
I got up, rewinded it, and I was like,
too.
and then while I'm rewinding it, I'm seeing her go back up. I'm like, no fucking way. Then I played it back, and I'm like, no fucking way.
I haven't seen shit
God
like that.
bless her.
She did it.
What goes up must come down.
Literally.
It reminded me of that one time, like, Big Show did some off-the-top rope shit, and then the announce team was like, what in God's name is he doing? When she did it, I was like,
All we needed
holy
was Jr.
but
All we needed JR. Be like, they all have families. By
But
God.
like, Ember already took the total eclipse, so
No, that was an eclipse for real.
that was an eclipse. That was
This was the fucking tsunami. That was what came off that ring apron. She took out the entire women's division and the first 3
I
rows.
love her so much. I feel so bad
I love
for
her
laughing.
too. I love her too,
oh
but
my God, I can't.
she lost her mind just temporarily. She forgot she was.
Yeah,
What
I'm
they
like
call
wondering
her.
if
They had no choice.
like where else were they gonna go?
I literally saw Amber Moon's face go, well, this is happening. Like, she gave up. She gave up.
Took out her contacts. She's like, I'm not gonna die like this.
She's like, well, this is happening. She just took it.
Yeah, they definitely were just like, oh shit.
But I loved how Mickey James ducked. She's like, I'm too old for this. She ducked.
I'm breaking a hip
and
today.
she sold it all the side. She's like, I'm not doing this. I'm brittle. I'm not doing this with Nia Jax.
Tito.
Yeah, I don't know where that
She's like,
came from.
fuck that.
No.
That was that veteran experience.
Not today, Satan.
That hip replacement was like, bitch, you better duck because we don't want to do that. You're not doing this, Mickey
You're
James.
pushing it as it is, wrestling girl. You better come back.
we're not doing this, Nia Jax.
Shout out to Nia Jax.
Are we
I
gonna
still
talk
love
about
you.
Ronda or not?
So Ronda and Natalya are in some lesbian love affair
I was
that
waiting for that because I'm so confused.
She's all lesbi friends, Natalya. I don't know what that's
Let's
about.
be honest.
Let's be honest. Coming out to save the cat
That was from
lady.
Fitz Perfect, right?
Jersey Shore.
Oh, shout out to Jersey Shore.
Let's be honest.
Shout out to all the lesbians listening out there.
It was just like the way it was like the setup was just so horrible. Like you saw it coming.
But it's the second time she saved her.
Oh wait, what made it worse was that 30 minutes before that whole shit happened with Mickey James and Ronda Rousey, I got an alert saying Ronda Rousey will be taking on Mickey James on the European tour. And I was like, and so I saw that, and I was like, all right, that was random. And then, because I get all kinds of alerts, and then all of a sudden,
Meanwhile, he doesn't respond to my text messages for days. Continue.
Because he still thinks you're laying down in the closet testing out volume.
Exactly.
all right, so when I see Mickey James in the ring, I was like, oh, okay, this is why they're going to be taking on each other in the European tour. Got it. Like, right before she does the baseball slide into her, I was like, oh, okay.
Why do they keep putting her with all these viejitas? Like, first it was Steph, and now it was Mickey. Like, put her against, like, an Alexa Bliss.
Nah,
that could,
it makes
bounce around
sense.
the ring, then, like, kill her.
It makes sense to me. I think it's about bringing Ronda along slowly.
Yeah.
Putting her with veterans that are going to help her grow the right way.
She's still learning. But shout out to Roger, he did say WWE is their own promotional worst enemy. Well, they will tell you, go look at this.
Yes.
And then they want to surprise you. It's like, well, no, you already told me that Cass was showing up because he's here. So, yeah, shout out to Roger. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so.
Not shout out to Cass.
By the way, Chad Gable's 202 pounds.
By the way, Chad Gable's alive. I thought he died. Like, they're shoving Chad Gable down our throats.
Yeah, I swear to God, I wish Kurt Angle.
Are you opposed to people shoving things?
I'm opposed to Chad Gable being shoved down my throat, especially when I preferred Jason Jordan being shoved down my throat repeatedly. So, yeah,
Jesus
I'm not doing this
Christ.
with
You
Chad
like a
Gable.
good singlet?
Oh God! Stop
I'm sorry.
giving him
I'm
the
sober
layers.
this week, bruh.
I'm not.
That's all I
no.
got.
I don't like it. And Kurt Angle. Ugh.
Yeah, honestly, I was just waiting for Kurt Angle to be like, "You're the son I wish I would have gotten."
I thought Jason Jordan was going to come back out, like, because they kept talking about him. I thought he was going to like, well, you face my son.
Yeah.
But no, Chad Gable is literally what they gave us. Like, here, take this.
He's the stepson.
Yeah, it is. It's like when your whole family eats dinner and then they save you that one dry ass plate, and you're like, wait, this barely has anything on. That's Chad
It's in
Gable.
the microwave, just waiting.
Yeah,
soggy as hell.
Yeah. And Jinder Mahal with his little bottom Amir Singh. I don't know where they're going either, but yeah.
The Maharaja.
Yo, what about the freaking mini me joke that he made?
Talk about too soon.
Yo.
Talk about
Troyer,
too soon,
yeah.
bro.
Yo.
One of the best Raw hosts ever was Vern Troyer. Like, he was so good.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember him hosting?
Nah.
Is it a
didn't
tiny
see him.
memory?
Oh, I remember it. I just wouldn't say he was the best,
He was
but
so
I remember it.
good, Dito.
I'm
What, you
glad-
a Betty White fan?
I'm glad that was overlooked.
Oh.
Betty White was
That was
good.
fucked up. I know.
Betty White was good. I preferred Nikki. Well, speaking of trash, the Bellas.
Bob Barker was the best one.
He was good.
He was good. He had the
I-
microphone. That was the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have your pet spayed or neutered. No, I like Sharon Osbourne and Ozzy. They were my favorite.
No,
hosts.
he was clueless. He didn't know what the fuck.
That's
was
what I
going on.
loved about it. Like, we were all supposed
Teddy's
to.
like, same.
I love it. Anyone who's high and doesn't give a shit, I love it. Shout out to Jeff Hardy. Like, yeah, Ozzy was just.
concur.
Yeah.
I concur.
All right.
Yeah. Am I kind of the only one who kind of likes Liv Morgan? just a tiny bit? Am I the only one? Liv Morgan?
Liv Morgan has made my top 15.
Wow.
What number?
Right now, this number. All right, so
There's a list.
There's a list.
What?
There is a list.
There's a list.
I'm telling your wife.
Wait,
is that Oscar? Oh,
Yes.
that's Sonny. I'm leaving this podcast as soon as
Number one, I gotta go.
It's not in numerical order.
but you
So
always
why
put your
are there
favorite
numericals?
first.
No, but
That's true.
well, the thing is that I was going through WWE.com to look at some of the, who's on.
Does that say Vader? Oh no, that says Lana. I'm sorry. I'm high as a kite and reading upside down.
So there is going to be a list. It's going to be a list of my 7 future exes. It's a play on the whole Scott Pilgrim movie, 7 Evil Exes. This is my 7 future exes.
No.
I want to do a list too. Can we all do lists?
Yes, we could do.
We're all gonna do lists.
My list gonna be long.
Yeah, because
No.
Triple H is
There's
on
a
our
bunch
list.
of
No.
Okay,
receding
so
hairline.
We're gonna limit it.
Give us your top 5, Sonny.
No.
You're not gonna.
I'm not
give us a sneak peek.
I'm not giving it to anyone.
Give us one surprise.
You know what? One surprise is.
Give us one surprise.
Dasha Fuentes is going to be on that list.
Really?
Do you know who Dasha Fuentes is?
Not in the least.
Dasha Fuentes is one of the backstage interviewers that was also a wrestler in NXT and is listed.
She was on SmackDown.
And she's
was on SmackDown.
She's
She
listed as a
looked
WWE
tired.
superstar.
She looked tired.
Okay.
Nah,
She looked tired. All I know is Zelina Vega.
Curvin likes her too. He fancies her.
No. Zelina Vega's mine. Curvin, I don't care what. Curvin,
It was his birthday. You let him do what he wants.
on his birthday, he could do whatever he wants. His birthday was last week.
All right, so I'm going to make a
forward.
list. So this has to be a list of future exes.
Future exes. So
Okay.
the same way
A
Scott.
bunch of mine are about to die. They can't be my exes if they're not going to
You
make
like that
it.
old dick. You do.
Jesus. Yo, Bruno San
You have
Martino's on it.
Oh, too soon. That's too soon. These thoughts are not
You should have had a
mine.
moment of silence for him, but no, you want
We
to
can't
drag
do
him.
it.
Can't do it now.
Bruno.
Can't do it now.
Shout out to Bruno.
That went out the window.
My
Sorry,
word.
Bruno.
My bad.
My mom cried.
You know what? A lot of people cry.
My mom cried. She was like, "Are you still going to Madison Square Garden to see him?"
Yo, he
Oh
was
my
the
God.
man. Yo,
He
was the
sold
man.
out Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
He was the man.
How did we
You know-
not talk about him earlier on this podcast?
Because we're
Because he was
terrible
spo-
human beings.
and he was spoken about last week.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I mean, but like, I'm here now.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Bruno. But back to you liking old dick. There's something up here. I'm on to
I
you.
think it's because my parents let me like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC growing up, and they were already hella old. So like, you guys let me fancy them, and it just kept going.
You guys ever go to the movie theater and you know that hot dog rack that spins?
Yeah.
Jesus
You know there's
Christ.
always that one hot dog that nobody wants because it's been there for 8 hours? That what old dick reminds me of.
Oh,
Just
but
that.
it's a little burnt. I kind of
Jeez.
like
And
my
it's
hot
wrinkly.
dog burnt.
It's
Yeah,
wrinkly.
I like my hot dogs
That's
like
Triple
that.
H's dick, so stop that.
If
Why?
it works for
What? Can we
stuff-
move on?
It doesn't. Yes, let's move on.
Yeah, please. Let's move on.
The low hanging testicles that I can't do
You
this,
don't go
Sonny.
to barbecues and ask for your hot dog to be burnt?
No.
Okay.
I don't like
And I
hot.
don't get a
I don't
bun.
like hot dogs. Ironically, at barbecues.
And I don't get a bun.
Neither do I. Shout out to Newark.
I prefer
Anywho.
tacos.
Oh, disgust. Vaginas do look
I-
like tacos, and that's why I don't eat tacos.
They look like pastrami.
Oh, no more pastrami now. No more.
I do fancy myself a Cat's Delicatessen fan.
Ew. And it smells like tuna.
We
Never
have gone
again.
So loud.
I make an amazing tuna.
Disgusting.
If it smells like tuna, she didn't go to the doctor.
I'm literally
No,
disgusted.
that's all. No, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about food right now.
Oh, shout out to. I can't even think of a shout
I
out.
ain't gonna front. We had
Shout
a.
out to bologna.
We had a. Jesus Christ.
Oh, where did this podcast go? My God. I've lost control of this train. I really have.
He keeps trying to. He's like, okay, so back to
I
okay
can't
or
do it.
not.
Oh my
okay,
God.
pastrami. There goes pastrami.
Where has my career gone?
It's sad when I'm the one that's like not in control.
Yeah, yeah.
This
yeah.
train has gotten away from us.
We've
Speaking
lost
of train,
control.
shout out to the authors of Pain. Just for no
God.
reason. Choo choo.
You keep talking about them and they look like they got their faces smashed into something and they're
That's not a
smushed.
thing. You know they're
just-
sexy as hell. You know that. I want them
Okay,
to join
they have
Roman
a nice
Reigns.
little swag.
They do.
But they ugly.
What I want is the Usos to be traded to Raw and join forces with Roman and the Authors of Pain so I can literally masturbate on my television each Monday.
choo.
Yep.
Those are the thoughts and ideas.
And I knew the disclaimer was coming.
Of
I
Teddy,
like
and they do not represent anything.
That wouldn't even need a disclaimer.
They
I'm
do
gonna
not.
take the
They
disclaimer
do
back.
not represent anything.
That's all right.
But yep, I like wrestling.
I'll wait
All
because I
aboard?
tweet them all the time. Anywho,
And how many of them have blocked?
almost all.
Okay.
But I'm patient.
Well,
If
and
nothing else.
you're patient, and you also have multiple accounts.
I do.
So,
Shout out to my exes. I'm watching. Shall we smack it down, ladies and gentlemen?
Might as well.
we already flipped it up.
Shout out to rap music.
Reverse it.
I see what you did there.
Okay, thank you.
For those of you who have no idea what we're doing, you're not as high as we are, so you'll never get it. Anywho, only one good thing happened on SmackDown. That was Naomi's ass. You may continue, ladies and gentlemen.
I will agree that is the best thing that happened.
She got Mo wagon, she dragging.
But I have no complaints about that because if I could make mine do what
Woo.
hers did, I would have a completely
The
different day job.
Usos are so lucky. They're so lucky to be married to her. Both Usos simultaneously are so lucky.
Now that's a video on Pornhub,
I would literally keep it
and
on a
RedTube.
loop. It would be on a loop in my house if that were. No, here's the thing. So 2 weeks ago, she did the Miss Elizabeth gimmick where she jumped in front of her man and she begged Luke Harper, please
Which
don't
one?
do it. Well, they're both her man. Both Usos. She fucks them simultaneously. I'm
Stop,
so
the
good.
other one's married to somebody else. She just don't
that
care about her.
Means nothing.
Jesus.
Okay.
That has never stopped me before. Anywho,
True.
So this week she
true.
did the Deborah McMichael gimmick. For those of you who don't know who Deborah McMichael is, shout out to domestic violence because Stone Cold beat the hell out of her. Go Google it. So yeah, Deborah used to jump on the ring apron.
Jesus Christ,
she
dude.
did. She used to jump on the ring apron and open up her thing and let the guys look at her bra.
Yeah.
So this week, Naomi did the old Deborah McMichael where she said, "Hey,
I
Luke
can't
Harper,
believe they doing her like this.
look at it." So I'm looking forward to what diva will she pay homage to next week.
Oh, is that how we're seeing it? Not like she's
Miss
just
Elizabeth
like,
2 weeks
okay.
ago, Deborah this week. I'm waiting to see what I'm so excited to see what she's gonna do. That's all.
Where is the Greatest Royal Rumble? Oh wait, she's not allowed.
It's not a thing.
Oh, sorry.
Not a thing.
Never mind.
So in other words, should be the non-existent,
It's a sausage fest at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
which we will discuss later.
Yeah.
I mean, the Carmella and Charlotte thing was pretty cool. That was one of my favorite parts because Charlotte was just so in character.
She looked good.
She looked amazing.
Did you
All
see
right.
the botch?
Charlotte has honestly crept up in ranking.
What number is she?
I don't have a number yet, like I said, but she is creeping up in number.
She looked good.
Yo, I don't know what it is, but she's been walking around with like an extra level of sexiness.
She's the queen.
She's
that
the
I'm like-
queen, bruh.
I'm like, all right, maybe
Bow down.
Maybe no hips isn't that big of an issue.
She's
Leave her hips
really
alone.
pretty in 3D. I've seen her in person, and like
Her Instagram is hot. I follow her.
I know. I mean,
She's
I've
sexy.
seen her.
amazing.
I've seen her in person.
Go back and watch SmackDown and see if you can see the botch.
Talking about the bots when she threw on the table.
Yeah, Carmella, fucking
Yeah.
cum rag. Learn your craft. Go back to NXT. I don't watch NXT.
Yo, real quick. All right, so I have to go to WWE.com a lot when I have to.
Who does that?
When I'm designing flyers, I have to go and grab different people.
Pedophiles.
Fucking people. So
Creep.
I tend to
Rapist.
notice.
wanna be greasy greens.
Can I get through my damn point? Anyway, so I remember seeing Carmella's picture, her champion picture, on Monday.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? She looked like one of those people that has like a serious face, but then you use one of those apps to change the smile, and it had like a fake smile, but like a creepy smile, like they
Like
did
a
it to
purge mask.
yeah, like no, like they did it to Undertaker's face. It was hilarious where like they superimposed a smile on her face, so her shit just looked like superimposed, but at the same time kind of creepy, kind of scary, like.
Turned you on though, still.
No, it just reminded me of one of my exes. But it was like kind of traumatic because I was like, oh my god, that's this bitch. Anyway, so then today, as I was going and getting, setting up the outline for our podcast, I look and I'm like, they changed her picture.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling her fabulous Moolah Mae Young one-piece gimmick that she comes out with.
She stole that
what was
jersey.
that?
the Moolah, fabulous Moolah, and Mae Young gimmick that she's doing with the one piece.
That's what I want to hear.
I think Lana tried it, and I'm not for it.
No, that's an homage to Beyonce. In the Feeling Myself video, Beyonce's wearing that Bulls little thing. So she just knocked it off from there, and it doesn't look good. And then she wears these weird color tights.
Yeah.
That are supposed to be skin color, but they're like olive green. I'm like, girl, I don't know how tan you think you are, but you are not green.
By the way, she is not in my ranking at all.
Yeah, I
don't blame you.
I don't blame
But
you.
she's not in my ranking because she's saying that she's from New York, but she's actually from Worcester.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the gimmick. If I ever had a gimmick, it would probably be that. Not the Princess of Staten Island, obviously, the Princess of the Bronx. But
Shout out to the Boogie Down.
Shout out to Cardi. Hey, girl, we watching you. We love you. I like the gimmick. It's just on the wrong person. Like if Marty Bell would have done that would have been so good. Like this nice little Dominican, like being a little hood rat. I'm here for it. I like that. Like that's cool. But did you watch the Mae Young Classic? No, not that either, right? Okay, just
that doesn't go on in my house. No.
There's too many females.
No, it's too many females.
All he watches is Raw and SmackDown.
That's it.
Jesus, so the Greatest Royal Rumble is gonna be great for you.
No, believe it or not, I am boycotting it because the women are not allowed there. So,
again, we're going to get to that in a minute. Let's finish with
But
SmackDown.
oddly, Seth Rollins will be there. No one thought about that, did they? Whatever. Greasy queen.
And Finn Balor.
He's not gay anymore. He changed his tights. Did you notice that?
Not blue anymore.
He's not gay anymore.
This coming weekend, the Balor Club is not for everyone.
No. They don't play that in Saudi Arabia. He's going to get stoned like RVD, just a different kind of stone if he tried that gay pride gimmick in Jeddah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Which reminds me of the...
Bunch of sand niggas running around. We're not doing this, Sonny.
Damn!
Yeah, we're not doing this. Stop it, Sonny. I've asked you to stop already.
These are the thoughts and opinions and words of Teddy, and they do not represent...
That's the first disclaimer I would have given myself, because I crossed the line after I moved it. So, yes.
And they do not represent the thoughts
here's
or
my
opinions
thing with
of...
Indian people.
Yep, I like wrestling.
Here's my problem with Indian people.
You would think we were drinking.
They own all Popeyes and Dunkin' Donuts. Like, you get me a breakfast and dinner.
7-Elevens.
It's too much.
Yeah.
You're getting too much of my money.
That is so racist.
It's true. You're getting all of my money. Y'all up to something.
Yep.
Y'all up to something. 9/11, shout out.
Oh, my.
We're not doing
Bush
this,
did
Sonny.
it.
These are the thoughts and concerns of Teddy and Teddy alone.
The last disclaimer didn't cool off. It was an inside job. Shout out
Bush
to the Pentagon.
did it. Just saying. Speaking of inside jobs.
Bush is always up to something.
And a weird fitting suit.
Sometimes in a good way.
No, nothing good has ever happened inside of a Bush, Sonny. Stop it.
Oh,
Oh.
I disagree.
No.
I definitely disagree.
We'll talk to Chrissy. She's on the fence about it. She's on the fence about everything. Bush, yay or nay, Chrissy? Yay or nay?
Shout out Sensational One.
Yes.
All right.
We gonna talk about Big Cass and his awkward fitting suit or not?
Yo, why the hell was it that he put his arm up and his suit went to his elbow?
The shit went to his shoulder. It was a halter.
Doing it.
It was like, it was crazy.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that shit was bad.
I couldn't even hear him. I couldn't hear what he was saying because I was just focused on everything else, and I was like, "This is just so bad."
He basically hates Daniel Bryan because he's short. Was that the basis of that?
Short, and they got cleared on the same day.
Yo, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm praying that this shit is a fucking swerve, and is basically going to lead to Daniel Bryan and Kaz being together, and they beat the shit out of the Miz.
By himself? He needs a tag partner.
No. Like, say for instance,
Like a 2-on-1?
Like, say for instance, Backlash comes. It's a match where it's Daniel Bryan versus Kaz, and the Miz is there, trying to be like, trying to instigate, and they just both come out of the ring and beat the shit out of the Miz.
I like the Miz.
No, I like the Miz too. I don't say that because I don't like the Miz. I say it because
He just wants it to be a swerve.
I just don't want Big Cass involved.
It would be a turn of events because it would be such a heel move, but it would be interesting to see Kaz and Daniel Bryan be in on it all along to go against the Miz because it was a way of Daniel Bryan doing the ultimate mind fuck to get back at the Miz for the shit that happened on SmackDown Live.
I feel like you're making wrestling way too intricate, and the writers aren't that smart.
He likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but
I'm like, the writers are kind of
I've learned to lower my expectations.
Yeah, I'm like, my expectations are low.
Oh, shout out to lower
awesome, though.
I mean, if Daniel Bryan was heel, that's exactly what they would do. But because he's face,
he won't.
I mean, it would be the perfect way to do a double turn on both.
He's another Kmart.
Oh, God.
He's another Kmart.
Shout out to John Cena, who's happy as a sissy at the YMCA now that Nikki Bella no longer lives with him. I'd be fucking happy too.
I mean, he got rid of that weight to lift up 500 pounds on his birthday.
Oh, God. He had to get rid of the... No, I can't do it. I can't. I'm not going to call Nikki Bella dead weight, but now that it's out the bag, yeah. Speaking of old bag, shout out to Brie Bella. So, yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Cass doesn't do it for me. I don't care if he's 7 feet tall. Doesn't work for me.
Doesn't do it for me.
Love the Miz. Hate Daniel Bryan. Miz needs to go back to Raw and get some,
Cass used to do it for, like, long haired, mad tall. Obviously, he was up there on the list.
You like that old dick.
Is he old? I don't even know. Okay.
He's old.
But then, I found out he was, a Trump supporter. And then I found out that he kind of, would rough Carmella up and, not in a good way or whatever.
In his defense, everyone at this table would punch the shit out of Carmella if we had the fucking... I would haul off, and I'm not allowed to hit anyone anymore. No, I can't do that joke either. Yeah, but we would all hit Carmella. I just can't do it. Cass bores me. I always say this. Enzo was more entertaining.
Yeah.
I'd rather a rapist than someone boring.
He was spicy chicken nuggets.
Jesus Christ, really?
I would. Rapists are very interesting.
Hi,
Enzo.
A rapist?
Moving on.
Popular opinion means everything.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not going to get into
the court of public opinion.
Is that what I was trying to say?
Yeah.
Popular opinion. Oh, shout out to Donald Trump. That's how we got the president we did. That's how that happened.
Exactly.
I like the Sonny's list of ex-wives. Can we go back to numero
He
uno?
won't talk about it.
I'm not. It's not ready to be spoken about.
It's not ready.
Oh, okay. But I still want to talk about
I will
and
give
we got to make our list do.
I will tell you this much. Right now, it's 17 strong.
Ooh.
17.
Sounds like Gay Pride weekend last year. Okay.
That sounds exhausting. God bless you.
It was.
That sounds personal.
It was.
That sounds personal.
I had to take a Red Bull up my ass. It was terrible. It was terrible.
The silence just
it was
set
terrible.
him up for that.
It was terrible.
I've been trying to segue to Asuka.
The best part is that joke was disgusting, and I didn't get a disclaimer. That's how shocked he was. That's why that joke. That's why I make the big bucks on this podcast. I do. That's why.
I don't even have a fucking response to that shit.
That's why. Shall we talk about the worst Royal Rumble ever, or are we not doing that?
Can we talk about the Iconics?
Actually, we have two things left to talk about. The Iconics are one. Half of the Iconics is on my top list.
Sonny, I will leave this podcast forever if you don't take that cum rag off.
I forgot. It's actually 18 strong. Peyton Royce is on my list.
Sonny.
I love her, and she reminds me of me because she's an asshole.
So,
I love
that sounds about right.
When I do it, you know what? I'm gonna.
She's at the side of the ring just dancing and being a jerk. I'm like, oh my god.
Wait, she's not dancing. Wait, you talking about the same? Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah. Well, she wasn't. She was like mocking them. She wasn't like dancing, but like.
Okay.
Neener. You know. Like
the Iconics. These.
All right,
this Krasdale version of the Bellas, I can't deal with it. For those of you who don't know what Krasdale is, when you go into Seatown and you can't afford the real shit, you get the Krasdale brand because it's only 99 cents. That's what the Iconics are. They're the Krasdale version of the Bellas, and I don't even like the Bellas to begin with. So yeah, I'm not for it.
Okay,
that's really sad because Krasdale is gross.
It is.
Yeah,
i.e. the Iconics.
That shit is horrible.
But how can you be worse than the Bellas? They're not. They are really good on the mic.
They're good. They're good, man.
They're good.
They're good.
Veto.
And Peyton Royce is all right.
You just want to bang her.
No, I'm just saying that.
That was a really bad line.
I'm just saying
convincing.
That is a future ex.
She's gross.
After my current love gets rid of me.
No.
Goes here, just
no.
dancing around, being a jerk.
Yeah. She's so bony. You might as well just go slam your dick at a door. That's how it would be to go. No.
But anyway, the final thing to talk about on SmackDown is That theme song for Nakamura is sick.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
Yo, tell me that shit didn't seem like
We're gonna go straight into racism again. Here we go.
Yo, I felt like there was like
no subtitles. I couldn't follow along.
Yo, all right, listen. It felt like Linkin Park, but not.
Yeah, Linkin Park had a bunch of egg rolls.
Oh God.
All right, that's just definitely getting cut out.
I don't know. I kind of want to leave it in though.
Don't you always want to leave it in?
Yeah, oh, that's so good. See, you got to leave all of this in, Sonny. All of it. Unedited, uncut.
But
All right, let's start over again, please.
Oh,
come on.
All right. That new theme song is freaking awesome.
The lyrics moved me.
Fuck outta here. That shit didn't
felt
move you.
one with the lyrics.
it's not a Negro spiritual. It moved you. What? It's Nakamura.
It threw me off because I dead wanted to sing along.
I can't with Nakamura. This whole thing has gone way too far, but I can't stop watching it.
Yo, but that theme song was dope though.
His whole thing going on.
Is he from the hood parts of Nakamura land?
Japan?
Yeah, there.
Okay.
He has taken something so blatantly bad and made it so good. It's like midget sex. You can't stop watching. You just have to see how this ends. Shout out to Nakamura.
It ends short.
It ended shortly thereafter. See what I did there? That's why I make the big bucks.
Oh.
Yeah, his theme song is a bop. I love his actual whole gimmick. I'm going to disagree with, I believe it was Kervin. I think he's going to eclipse AJ Styles as, the man on Smackdown. I really
think
do.
so too.
Yeah, Kervin hated me. I could see the racism in his eyes last
you come
week.
out with the same T-shirt
Kervin
for AJ
hates
Styles.
Oh, he
Nakamura.
does.
Yeah.
So I
he was
think,
being nice.
Yeah, I think Nakamura is going to become the top dog. See what I did there? Top dog on SmackDown. I really do.
Needs a fish.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So now that we can do. Oh, we can make fun of his accent? Oh, okay, cool.
Because he says it
He
the
loves
same
that.
way.
Oh, he loves doing that.
Needs a fish.
He loves that. But yeah, good job. I'm very
I like
proud.
heel Nakamura. It's about time his attitude matched his red leather.
I read an article that he's trying to get a T-shirt made that WWE is vetoing. The T-shirt says "No speak English."
No
I read
way.
it. Yes, I read it, and WWE is saying
buy it.
I would wear it proudly just because it's so inappropriate. So yeah, I read that, and WWE was like, "Can't do it."
All of a sudden now.
No speaking English.
Is it no speak
that shit
English?
That shit would be so. You know how many people would buy that shit?
I would buy it in a heartbeat. I wear it at home.
Yo, that
but
shit
I
would
buy it.
sell like everywhere, man.
I'd love it. I love it.
I want the lyrics of his new theme song on my shirt. That's what I
Oh
want.
God.
How fucking long is that shit?
I just want to learn it. He sounded so angry, and I was like, yo, but what is he saying, though? He could have been, coming for our lives.
You need to follow the bouncing ball where the thing goes.
That shit was Linkin Park in Japanese.
Oh, my gosh. Lincoln Harajoko. That's what that was.
Okinawa Park.
Shout out to Kill Bill, my favorite movie. But yeah,
Hattori Hanzo.
I already got edited it three times.
I just watched that shit I ain't gonna front. When I'm editing or designing flyers, and Showtime lately has been having Kill Bill on all the time. I've been watching that shit like crazy.
You have a top 5 list of women you chase around and put your thing inside of. I have a top 5 list
That
of films.
got graphic.
It is. He's gross. Don't listen to him.
I'm gross.
Yeah, he's disgusting. Yeah, Kill Bill is in my top 5 list. But I believe it was Kevin who did a podcast with us who he coined the phrase taking chicken shit and making it into chicken salad. Nakamura's doing that. He's taking a ridiculous gimmick and he's making it work, and I am entertained, which is all I have ever asked
Thoroughly
of the WWE.
entertained.
You know what's another?
Entertain the shit out of me, and he's doing it.
Yeah, you know what's another great movie?
What? We talk about wrestling.
The Hateful Eight.
I don't know. I've never seen
I've
that.
never
Oh
seen
my
it.
God.
You're old.
Quentin. No, we talking about. Oh, that shit came out after. It's Quentin Tarantino. It came
I
out
wish
way
you guys-
after Kill Bill.
I wish you guys
It's
could
recent.
see the way he looks at me when I
Yeah, I give it a death look.
He's used to it.
So what you talking about? I am young and hip,
But,
Tara.
the funny thing is that every now because I think of Tara like one of my younger relatives, I immediately want to do a back slap. And I gotta hold myself and be like, no, she's not blood. She's not
I love
blood.
you, Latinos. You kiss and slap each other at the same time. Hey, mommy, slap, kiss, hug, kiss everyone at the barbecue. Yeah, it takes 25 minutes to talk to the Latino people. I can't deal with it.
Shout out to my little cousins, Jill and Brandon. I love you guys. even though they're not little, they're grown ass adults, but they know that. I'll be like, what?
You can still catch it. You can still catch these hands, if you will.
Exactly.
Oh.
Or the back of his hand.
The back of this. I don't know Spanish. I was going to say manos or something. I don't know Spanish.
Yeah, that's the thing. Good
It is
job.
it?
Good job.
I only know one sentence. Cinco de Mayo. That's the only sentence in Spanish I know.
That's Mexican.
Oh.
Well,
Right.
It is Spanish, though.
Right.
We've just gone down this hole and we can't get back up. Speaking of holes, Saudi Arabia.
A big dry hole. Shout out to my ex.
All right, so before we get out of here, let's break down the greatest Royal Rumble. And I say greatest with quotations.
Yeah, it's not the greatest if you don't have any women's.
Oh.
The worst Royal Rumble ever.
The lack of women does make it less than.
I mean, if you know how I feel about the women's evolution and everything that we've been doing, so just to have this major setback,
It is.
it's just, especially for your people across the pond, because they finally get something on their time frame, and there's no women on the show.
In the words of my nephews, where the bitch is at, I'm not doing this with Rob. No women. Guess who won't be watching? This English guy. So, nope, not doing it. And plus, I have a job. Like, I don't have time to fucking watch a pay-per-view in the middle of the fucking day. Who does that? Sonny.
Excuse me, I have a job and I will be watching. As a matter of fact, I will be at a viewing party that's very special.
And exactly. And I have a job and I am doing a viewing party.
We're doing a viewing. Oh, so the general manager just wasn't invited. Is that how that? You know what? This racial shit's gonna stop. Because I have a lesbian lawyer with one leg that's gonna fuck all this shit up. Okay.
Well, just let her
Tell
know
Peggy
that.
to take it easy.
I was talking about Ruby Riot, but I like where you went with that, with Peg.
Yeah, tell her to meet me on the second floor.
See, no means no, me too. Okay, so talk about the worst Royal Rumble ever.
So let's break down. Let's just break down the whole thing real quick. Lack of women involvement. There are two sides to the story. It's being complained about. It's also being saying people are on the other side saying, "Well, you know what? This is an opening point because the Crown Prince Mohammed Salman, that's out there. He's been doing a lot of things progressively with Saudi Arabia.
He's trying, barely.
Exactly. I mean, recently women just began allowed to drive, and
Woohoo!
I mean, yeah, but I mean, dude, think about it like this: from being
It's a step up from being stoned.
Exactly. I mean, when
First of all, it's sand everywhere, so they're not driving that fast. So I know what he's doing. He's making them think they've come. I'm not doing it. Didn't I say I wasn't talking about this? See how y'all sucked me in? See how I did that, Tara?
Oh.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not watching.
I mean, it
Don't
has
say
to
it.
start from somewhere.
No, it doesn't.
So, I mean, so the whole thing is that
That's what they tell you at the clinic too. It starts from somewhere.
It does. Shout out to Newark.
shout out to what you do on Saturdays.
Oh God.
And Fridays, that's why I can't come to the viewing party.
Oh, that's
Never.
right. Yeah.
That's exactly why.
There's a different train in
is that,
Newark.
or is that Thursday night?
Isn't today Thursday? I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
It's 6:00 in the morning. I have to go someplace.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first match, the
But-
cruiserweight
but-
champ.
but
What?
before we get to that,
Oh.
there is the whole thing about they shouldn't be over there. But yo, I'm pretty sure
They making money.
they wrote them motherfuckers a huge ass check.
They making
Yo,
money.
you know the UFC got $400 million to be invested into them by the Saudi Arabian government.
What?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this show.
Naomi's like, bye, boo. I'll see you later. Come back with that check.
Go get that money. It's all
Yeah.
about the Munty Hunty.
So I'm pretty sure this show was about a $10 million show.
Yeah.
And they're basically doing this show on the level of a WrestleMania as far as the pageantry and everything else. So
and he said, come over here and bring Undertaker.
yeah, and yo,
That's what he
the
said.
stadium holds like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
what?
Yo, this shit ain't no little.
That's every person in Saudi Arabia.
That's what it's like to have money.
yeah.
To just be like, bring it.
You do
Well,
realize
every man.
that Saudi Arabia is worth $646 billion.
No way.
They're like the number 3 producer of gas and number 5 of oil.
He's just
So-
spitballing here, guys. Don't take his numbers to heart. Just
Hey
checking.
man, I went on to Wikipedia Right before I came down
So it
here.
must be true if he saw it on Wikipedia.
Exactly.
Oh, I can't even.
But no, nah, seriously. That
Yeah, they
shit,
rigging in the money.
They
making money.
that shit's a serious check. They were like, yo, we gotta leave the ladies at home. Yo, that's not cool. Oh, that's the check? Oh.
Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Hey, ladies, you know what? You know, we never have an off season, but we're gonna give you an off weekend.
It's
Yeah.
okay. And then your main eventing Raw. Okay, bye. See you
Yeah.
later.
Exactly.
Watch out for Nia Jax because she's coming at you full speed. Yeah.
Oh, that's what they did. They injured all the females. And they were like, look, you can't wrestle anyway on Friday. Y'all hurt.
This is what Vince said. Nia, let me talk to you. I need you to take out everybody in the fucking women's division. This is how we're gonna do it, pal. Yeah, that's what Vince did. Oh, now it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Yo, speaking of Vince, by the way, did you guys notice how Bobby Lashley was standing right next to Vince at the top of the show for the Bruno 10 bell salute?
No, I didn't. What was going on?
Why?
No, it's just the fact that you see, you know, whenever they do one of these memorials or whatever, where everybody comes out on stage, it's almost like real estate. The person closest to Vince usually has more of a future going forward. Like, I mean, dude, the jobbers are usually towards the end of the stage. The agents are towards the end of the stage. The people, the closer you get to Vince, the more on higher level. Even though Titus was there too, but I mean, that doesn't.
Don't comfort Titus. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah.
Woof, that's my dog. That's
Yeah.
That's what got him suspended.
Yeah, exactly.
Racist.
Yeah.
No, now I'm going to go back and I'm going to
But
see how that...
Bobby Lashley
I'm
was
gonna go look
standing
at that.
right next to. Basically, it was Bobby, Vince, and Roman.
Oh, my.
So
I'm listening, Sonny.
that
Please.
says something.
I had my back turned to the TV, so I didn't notice that. Now I'm gonna...
Exactly.
And I said I wasn't doing this, and you've dragged me into it.
Yeah. I gotta go home. I got vacants to do, but
It's
I'm
true.
gonna keep
Now
talking
I'm gonna
about
watch.
this.
Vacants?
Vacants. There could be more than one. Who do you
It's
know?
just one.
Are you
God,
jealous?
It's
Nah,
just...
Oh,
He has a lovely lady to go home to.
I am not,
Not
even
anymore.
Not
judging.
anymore because you didn't answer your phone. By the way, if you're listening, he had his phone next to him the whole time. Girl, get out while you can. Get out, girl, get out. Yeah.
My shit is on the curb right now.
no, wait. Go on vacation, girl. Go on
Throwing it
vacation.
out.
You do that vacation. Make him pay for all the drinks, and then you leave him.
Speaking of, check. See, this is how we
Anyway.
get into the rabbit hole. I said I would keep talking about the Royal Rumble.
You know, this is why we have like an hour.
This podcast is going to be
48 minutes.
WrestleMania long.
Yeah.
Okay,
7 hours later.
there are no women, and I am protesting. Veto, I say. But what are your predictions? Let's start with the cruiserweights.
So, cruiserweight champion Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto. Who are you picking, Tara?
I just remembered 505.
Nia took out the first 3 rows. The red hat guy has not been seen since. He's not been seen since.
Hey, yo.
Poor
and
Nicholas.
Teddy said, yo, she did a 505 live.
She did. That was the biggest Hurricane Rana I've ever seen in my
I
life.
appreciate the cruiserweight so
My
much more because
God.
of Teddy.
Poor Bailey's life flashed
Oh my
before her,
God.
and it was kind of boring.
Basically.
I'm gonna go for Cedric because Kalisto who?
Khalees too?
At least 2.
Damn.
It's true.
All right, well,
Kalisto old.
my pick is Cedric.
My pick is Cedric. Too.
All right,
Who's
what about
your
you,
pick?
Teddy?
Sin Cara. I don't know. I'm not watching this shit. Sonny, I've asked you to leave me alone. I told you I'm not doing this with you anymore.
Get up off of the floor. Stop being a baby right now. We're not playing the
I'm
doodle
waiting
game.
for my Uber.
All right. Next match, The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe
Oh, God.
for the Intercontinental Championship match, and it's a ladder match.
Oh, God.
So who you got winning, Tara?
Gross.
Samoa Joe pulls a Nia Jax and takes everybody out.
Oh, God. We can't do this.
I thought you had no words to speak.
I'm not
Okay,
doing
wow.
this with you all.
Well, I'm saying Samoa Joe. How about you, Teddy?
I'm not doing this with you, Sonny. I'm combing my beard that entire match.
So you really not gonna watch Seth Rollins?
I'm not greasy fucking queen. God.
Okay.
Nia Jax should have took his ass out. I'm not doing this.
All right, moving on to the next match. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers
Ugh.
versus the Usos. Who you got, Tara?
I'm rooting for for the Usos, but the Bludgeon Brothers are gonna win, and then Naomi can't even help the Usos because she's gonna be on another continent because she's not even allowed to come out. Like, who's gonna help them? Who's gonna help them? Not me.
Nope.
Not you. Nobody's gonna help them. Teddy, you gonna help them?
No, women aren't allowed in Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna help them.
Who are you going for?
I'm going for Bludgeon Brothers as well.
Ugh.
And Teddy,
Because you always wore the sheep mask.
well, maybe
For
that.
years and years and years.
That's
like,
right.
There's a
from
picture of you
Nemo,
doing
there's
That's right.
creepy pictures of you in the sheep mask, and he went to give me a hug, and I screamed because I didn't know who this little person was
Yeah.
in a sheep
Little?
mask.
I ain't that short.
Yeah. Well, Sonny, stop.
In
We're
the
not-
mask,
we're not
it
doing this.
just traumatized
There's
me.
I have a picture of Sonny in the sheep mask.
It's the worst. I don't like it.
He was in my
and
house,
now
which
they
was odd, but I
upgraded
just-
it.
Wait, that
Yeah.
definitely wasn't.
Oh.
That definitely wasn't me.
I don't know why he was
you
outside
in
my
his
house.
closet testing out the sound?
No, he only makes me sit there. I told y'all I wasn't joining this part of the podcast.
So Teddy, who's your pick for that match?
I don't know what match we're talking about anymore.
The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos.
God, please. I'm giving my next door neighbor a pedicure. I don't have time to sit and watch this shit. Fucking 9 hour of Royal Rumble.
I thought you have a job.
Apparently.
That is his
Took
job.
a day off to purpose.
That is his job.
I'm not doing this. I'm doing it to spite you all. Now I'm not going to work to spite you all.
That is his job.
Since I wasn't
Oh,
invited.
God, the next match. Go ahead.
All right, the next match is
Uh-huh.
the Deleter of Worlds, Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy. Wonderful
Wonderfully shitty.
versus Sheamus and Cesaro
Versus Glow in the Dark and
for the Raw for the Raw Tag Team Champions. Who you got, Tara?
I hate that I have to say this because I don't want them to be a thing, but they're gonna be a thing. Is gonna be Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy.
All right.
That's
I'm basically picking the same thing. How
Yeah.
about you, Teddy?
Puerto Ricans think alike.
I picked Chris Benoit. That's who the fuck I want to win.
my
That's who I
God.
want to win that fucking match. I'm not doing this with you, Sonny. It's late.
damn.
I'm tired.
Too soon.
It was like 12 years ago. Why was this too soon?
It will always be too soon for me.
Shout out to the Benoits, but no one can hear me. Now that was wrong, Sonny. I crossed the line and I moved it that time.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
No disclaimer. He has no rhyme or reason.
But egg rolls. I
Oh,
got a
yeah.
whole new segment.
We don't do that anymore. We
Yeah.
can't even say egg rolls. That's not a thing. Go to the next match.
Moving on,
Rolls.
United States Champion Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal.
If Jeff don't beat that ass, we gonna have a problem.
Beat that ass.
I'm picking Jinder.
Oh yeah, because what? Because he's in Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
That's racist. I'm out. I'm out.
How did I not see that?
That's racist.
I'm not doing this.
It's not racist. It's the numbers.
What's best for business?
It's basically.
No, because then he's gonna get the no. What? But like disqualification? Because then like cool.
No.
Like clean?
Jinder's walking out. Not clean, but Jinder's walking out of there.
Oh my god.
Damn. Jinder's gonna win, and then go to SmackDown, and Samoa Joe's gonna win, and then go to Raw, and that's why I picked those people that I picked.
Samoa Joe just got to SmackDown.
And he's about to go back to Raw.
That sounds dirty.
Ew, Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
That's the nigga you use 2 condoms with. I'm not doing it with Samoa Joe.
So who you got, Teddy? Jeff Hardy or Jinder Mahal?
Why do vaginas look like tacos? No, because we said that earlier, and now it's with me because I'm hungry and I don't want to eat a taco. I told you I'm not watching this, Sonny. Stop fucking coming back to me with this shit. I'm not watching this pay-per-view. There's no women
I'm
on the show.
renaming the group chat to why do vaginas look like tacos?
Because it's in my head now.
All right, moving on to the next match. John Cena versus
my
Tara's
God.
favorite, Triple H.
Oh my.
Why are we watching this match again? I'm so tired.
When will Triple H realize
I thought you weren't talking to
I'm
us.
not doing it?
All right, so who do you got, Tara?
Triple H, damn it.
right.
John Cena could be a jobber for all I care. Go back to Kmart. Stop breaking hearts.
I'm picking John Cena because he needs a good thing.
They don't like him out there. At least Triple H is kind of dark. They don't like John Cena.
John Cena needs a win.
You know he doesn't.
He's winning already.
Because he's single?
Yes, whenever you break up with Nikki Bella, you win.
So who you think is winning that match?
Really, Triple H is on the card? No, seriously, because I've been ignoring this. Seriously, Triple H has a match.
Of course he does. He's
So
in all the promos.
Triple H and The Undertaker both have matches on pay-per-views?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
That's like walking in on the shower and your grandmother and grandfather are going down on each other. It's getting worse, Sonny. It's getting worse. This card is getting worse. Triple H.
All right.
Yeah.
It's what the people want.
No one said that ever.
Moving on.
Please.
WWE Champion AJ Styles versus Nitafez.
Finally.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm going for Nakamura. You already know how I feel about red leather.
Yeah, I'm going for
Red
Nakamura
leather,
too.
yellow leather.
How about you, Teddy?
I think Nia's taking out everyone in that match. That's what I think.
They're going to slap a ball cap on her.
Nia will fuck shit up.
Moving on. Universal Championship match in a steel cage. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Let's see if Teddy picks a fucking winner for this shit.
Yeah.
Who you got, Tara?
I feel like Roman's going to end up in Suplex City, and I'm just going to keep laughing because I just enjoy when Brock just keeps suplexing them. Like, I don't know, maybe I have a horrible sense of humor, but I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And since Teddy won't be watching, Roman doesn't need to win.
No, he
So,
doesn't.
yeah.
Well, I also agree, but I feel like Roman.
I feel like we've been here this whole time.
But no, we're not, because
Oh,
Roman's
damn.
gonna win this one. I have a feeling.
No. No.
Yeah, I think it's just time for him to finally just win,
No.
and then for Brock to beat the shit out of him after and take it back again.
No, Brock just signed a whole new contract. He don't lose, yo.
So you gotta understand, even
not
when
happening.
even when Roman wins, he's gonna lose. So he's gonna get his ass handed to him either way. How about you, Teddy? Are you gonna finally pick somebody?
No.
Wow.
No, I'm not
telling
doing
him,
it.
I'm going to add him on Twitter right now and be like, yo, Bay said he ain't
No.
picking you.
Oh,
No,
shit.
Brock Lesnar is like herpes. Once he's around, he's there forever. He's not going anywhere. Can't get rid of it.
All right.
He can't do it.
Yeah.
Poor
The
Roman.
next match is
Brock Lesnar tacos.
Oh, shout out to Sable. Shout out to Sable.
Where are we on?
moving on to the next match. The Undertaker versus Rusev.
Happy Rusev Day!
No, this is the worst Rusev Day ever. I can't deal with this. So we
Happy
got
Rusev Day.
Triple H and The Undertaker, both resurrected. Speaking of things in the bottom of your closet, we got these two. No.
Bury me slowly, brother.
What did Rusev do to deserve this?
He wants to be buried slowly.
No.
That should be like he should be doing a cover like Lauryn Hill. Bury me softly.
I feel like
Let Aiden English sing it for him.
Undertaker was requested for this event by the Prince, if I'm not mistaken, so I think he's going to take it.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Unless he just wanted to see him lose, which would be fucked up.
Nah, I really want to see this match.
Yeah, we're going to be back at work by that time.
Word up.
Well, I'll be
On Monday.
I'll be back at work, but I'll be on my phone. Looking.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Pretend
I'm
typing.
picking Undertaker also. How about you, Teddy?
I got Bruno Sammartino going over in this match.
Christ.
That's what I think.
Hashtag too soon.
Too soon.
I love how he picks and chooses what's too fucking soon around here. Is this
We got to do the too soon.
there's your next t-shirt, Mr. Market. Is this match still going on? This pay-per-view is long as fuck. Speaking
Yeah, because you need the Royal Rumble part.
of, what have y'all been doing this? So, you know what? I said I wasn't talking, and y'all keep making me
Who else
talk.
do y'all have for the Royal Rumble? We don't got ladies, and we put every single
Oh,
person
wait, hold on. Hell
the
no.
match. I heard Chris
No.
Benoit's in the Royal Rumble, according to Teddy.
Hell no, but no. Is that say Great Khali? Hell fucking no. You know what? Edit out all my shit on this podcast. I don't even want to be a part of this no more. This is Great Khali.
They're flying Mojo Rawley out to Saudi Arabia.
So wait. So our final match that we're gonna discuss is the greatest Royal Rumble match of 50 contestants.
This is the worst.
23 have been confirmed so far. Let me run down the quick list. Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, Shane McMahon, Chris Jericho, Mark Henry, who was retired.
Shane McMahon was retired 2 weeks ago.
This is crazy.
Ray Mysterio, Elias, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Baron Corbin, Big E, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Apollo Crews, Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Chad Gable, Goldust, Titus O'Neil, Mojo Rawley, Dolph Ziggler, and the Great Khali.
That's disgusting.
But like for real, you talk about resurrections, and we got Goldust out here in the heat in span lycra.
That's
Like,
disgusting.
Yo, honestly, I'm trying to figure out who the other 27 are going to be.
There's nobody. They literally have to resurrect people. Bro, it's going to have to be like Rhino. And like X-Pac is going to come out of nowhere.
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall's coming.
Oh,
Kevin Nash is going to be like, hold on.
Kevin Nash is going to go in.
He can't be on the flight.
With robotic legs.
Because his knee hurts. He can't be on the flight.
Lord. He's going to tear his quad when he goes into
who else could?
first class.
Oh, Zack Ryder.
Of course.
If they'll let him in. I don't know. Do they all have passports?
No.
Shit.
RVD.
Actually, you know what? I ain't gonna front. When Jeff Hardy got hit on Monday Night Raw, on SmackDown, I was like, was this to write him off because maybe he can't fly after
I didn't think he could fly either.
Because of the DUI that he had recently.
Poor Jeff.
Yeah, so.
They're gonna bring, there's so many old people on here. Kurt Angle.
Oh, so you're gonna get off on this.
I know. I'm gonna be happy.
This is your porn, isn't it,
If they bring out
Tara?
X-Pac, it's over. No,
Oh, gross.
Edge is just gonna be there. Like, guys, I'll throw myself over, and we just needed one more person.
Oh, shit.
Please don't touch me.
Fucking Vince is gonna be in this bitch.
Oh my God, I can't do it.
They're gonna be pulling people from the crowd.
They must have like NXT people debuting out there.
Oh yeah, NXT.
Because I don't know. The Ascension. Like, who else is gonna be?
All right, so
more like the descension. I'm not doing this.
Descending.
Like testicles, they're just going lower and lower.
Rick
and
Holly's
lower.
tired.
All right, so real quick,
dead.
who's your pick to win? To win it all, Tara.
The Great Khali, obviously. They Saudi Arabia. Are you dumb? Look at the map. Look at the car.
I have not seen such blatant racism since the beginning of this podcast. I haven't seen such blatant
My grandfather's
racism.
from Palestine. I can do that.
Really?
I am 1/4 Palestinian, and my grandmother is a Puerto Rican Muslim. So they can come see me. I have pictures. Wow. Yeah, sad. We're a melting pot.
And you
That's
still
why I have
eat
this weird face.
and you still eat pending.
I don't eat pork.
What?
Fuck out of here. You're not Puerto Rican though.
I know.
Fuck out of here.
She is over here.
Yeah. She bullshitting right now.
So I'm sticking to the Great Khali.
That's crazy.
Or Zack Ryder. You know.
All right, my
Throw
pick.
people off.
My pick to win it all. Bobby Lashley.
Are we in Newark?
Bobby Lashley's in this?
No, but
Oh.
all right, hold up.
But he was next to Vince.
Wait. My pick to win it all is Bobby Lashley.
Poor thing. He's in this? I don't know. I'm going to go with Linda McMahon wins this entire shit and fucks up everything. That's what I think. But I'm not watching it, so I don't care. I'm not doing this.
And that is our picks. And
Sonny, I beg of you to take us home.
I want to go home so bad.
thanks for joining us for episode 18 of the Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast. I hope you enjoyed everything that you heard today. And make sure you follow us at youtube.com/YEPILW or soundcloud.com/YEPILW. And for everything else, Yep, I Like Wrestling, check us out, YEPILW.com. And don't forget, Greatest Royal Rumble viewing party at Legends. Doors open at 11 a.m. Show starts at 12 noon. We'll be there. And
I won't be there.
well, he won't be there.
I'll be there. I won't be in a Yep, I Like Wrestling tee, but I'll be there.
Jesus. And on that note, we're out of here.
Bye.